The break is presented by Browning Trail Cameras. You've got to see this. Closed captioning is brought to you by iScope. This week on The Break.
The chief hunter Derek Dirnberger and the turkey professor Joe Hoehn continue their turkey hunting challenge on who can video the most turkey kills during the 2017 and 2018 turkey seasons. It's an intense battle of beak busting that will come down to the wire, so tune in to see who comes out on top.
Dude, I can't believe it. I don't even know what to say. What a day.
If you missed last week's episode and you're wondering what this is about, here's a quick rundown to get you up to speed. The professor and I are having a contest on how many turkey kills each of us were involved with during the 2017 and 2018 spring turkey seasons. It could be our own kills, kills we've guided, or just kills we've videoed. 1 point is awarded for each kill we were a part of. If we were both on the hunt, we split the point. If we hunted together, whoever got the kill got a full point. After last week's episode on the 2017 turkey season, I've got a 1 point lead. 2018 begins with me self-videoing in Illinois. All right, here's the deal. I think those turkeys are going to work their way out into this wheat field. They're down behind this ridge right now in the hollow, so I'm going to grab the camera. I'm going to grab this fan decoy here. I'm going to try to sneak out of here, work my way down, and I'm going to come up on the edge of the wheat field over here behind a big brush pile. And hopefully they'll work their way into this wheat field and then eventually work their way to me. With that kill in Illinois, it puts me 2 points up on the professor. And now we're hunting together on the opening day in Missouri, so with any luck, we'll both kill and I'll stay on top by 2. After Joe killed, the woods became silent, so we moved to another farm where Joe had seen a longbeard during late mornings. It was cold, windy, and dead. Until it wasn't.
Master, baby!
Holy cow, did that happen fast. There's another one, there's a hen. Little Joe. Little Joe.
Are you kidding me? That is the Mac Daddy bird right there. That's him. Okay. Derek's got to explain this because he just told me that we ain't going to kill nothing here. I walked him back here. Go ahead.
I was telling Joe that you sure the birds come to this spot because I'm just not feeling it. And we're sitting here trying to conserve battery, and Joe just killed his bird. I was like, you know what? We're down to 20%. Let's look at your footage because we're not going to see any birds here. And out of nowhere, literally, I just turned off the playback on the camera, didn't we?
Yep.
We just looked at it. I just turned off the playback, and then I see this thing come running into the right. And I was like, oh, Joe, turn it on. It's like, I don't know how to turn your camera on.
Awesome, man. What a hell of a day.
Thank you, brother. Holy cow, let's go look at this bird. Holy cow.
For as long as I can remember, the Browning name has meant something to people in the outdoors. So when I went looking for a trail camera that I could depend on, there was only one name that came to mind: Browning trail cameras. So if you're looking for a trail camera that's easy to use, is unbelievably reliable, and takes amazing pictures and videos, there's only one brand that I trust: Browning trail cameras.
Browning Speed combines advanced fabrics, tailored fit, and innovative camouflage. Hunt harder, faster, and stronger than ever. Speed, killer clothing.
This segment of the break is brought to you by HHA Sports. The second half of the Chief versus the Professor is underway. Derek drew first blood in Illinois to gain an early 2-point advantage. Derek and Joe hunted together on opening morning in Missouri, with the Professor striking first to get within 1, but the Chief quickly followed up with his own kill, which the Professor should probably get at least half that point since he did all the preseason scouting on this bird, but the rules are the rules and the Chief gets the point. Now Joe and I are splitting up. The Professor has taken Joe Rhodes from the Niestedt Foundation, and I'm videoing team hunter Jeremiah Colfield. Let's see who can put up a point. The Professor and Joe Rhodes have 2 longbeards right on top of them. Joe just needs a little bit of space between the 2 toms to get a shot.
Yeah, baby. Watch out. Well, Joe, got her done this morning, didn't we, buddy?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Got the bird down here out of the wind. It picked up on us. Great bird. Joe, it's been a 2-year quest to try to get him his first bird, and I'll just let Joe tell the story. It was pretty interesting morning.
Yeah, we had a great morning. Saw a lot of birds. Had this one and another time come in on us, and they put on a little bit of a show for us, and I was fortunate enough to be able to take a nice bird here. And this is a really special hunt for me. I'd never killed a turkey with a shotgun before, and this winter my dad decided to pass along a family shotgun. My grandpa bought this gun here. My great-grandpa did, brand new, and it was handed down to my grandpa, and then my dad shot his first bird with it. So when I got it this winter, I wanted to go ahead and take my first bird, and we were able to accomplish that this morning, and I just couldn't be any more happy with how it turned out, and I just appreciate it so much, Joe, and,
awesome, man.
And just thank you so much for taking me.
No problem, anytime.
Joe Rhodes helps the Professor add a point to his side of the board. I'm still hunting with Jeremiah, and we're into some turkeys. We had a close call on a big tom early, but he just wouldn't commit, and when some hens flew down on the other end of the field, he was gone. Jeremiah and I covered some ground trying to find a new target without any luck. So we decided to spend the last couple hours of the hunt sitting over a chufa food plot, hoping to catch a gobbler out searching for a hen.
take it no more.
That's fine, brother.
My brain said let him come. My brain said let him come, but my trigger finger disagreed. Woo! Missouri gobbler down. That was unbelievable. I mean, we're sitting here staring into emptiness, basically, sitting on a choofer patch, and all of a sudden a crow, and I'd been doing a little calling, nothing answered. All of a sudden a crow hit, and bird gobbled, and we disagreed on which direction it was from, but obviously he's out in front of us, and there's a big dip in this field, and he was down in that dip, who knows for how long, but he came into the decoys, and we almost got to the decoys.
Jeremiah notches his tag with a boss Tom and puts a point on the Chiefs' side of the board. Back to a 2-point lead, and there's a good chance I can retain that lead because the next hunt is a split point situation. Tom Rainey from Browning Trail Cameras comes in again this year to try to make it 3 for 3 when hunting with the professor and me.
And Missouri's been good to me 3 years in a row now, thanks to you.
Awesome, man.
Mr. Dirnberger, all the guys at the break. I've decided I like hunting in Missouri now.
Our veterans and those currently serving have selflessly volunteered for duty and risked their lives for the benefit of all Americans. With this in mind, the Niestedt Foundation was established to show gratitude for these individuals by providing the opportunity to participate in unbelievable outdoor experiences. Each event we organize is strongly rooted in our 4 guiding principles: respect, integrity, connecting individuals, and empowerment. Visit niestedt.org to discover how you can create a brighter America for those who have sacrificed so much.
This segment is brought to you by Bison Coolers.
The chief hunter, Derek Dirnberger, extended his lead over the turkey professor, Joe Hoehn, during the second half of the chief versus the professor in their turkey hunting shootout. Now they have Tom Rainey from Browning Trail Cameras in to hunt. Joe roosted a gobbler the night before, so we thought we'd be done early, eating breakfast by 8 o'clock, but we didn't see or hear a thing. Turns out the neighbor was hunting that same morning and busted our bird off the roost. So we started hiking trying to find a bird. We covered several miles on 3 different farms, and as we're clearing the last field, we walked right into some birds. The shot was a little longer than what we had thought, but Tom still got into its neck. At that point, you know the bird is hit, so you try to get more shot in him to finish him off.
I hit down on his neck.
Yeah.
Just in case it was a little far, so the pattern would get a little bigger.
Joe had an eye on the bird as he flew into the woods and was able to track him down.
It looks like a pretty healthy bird.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he got good spurs, too.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you on a million different levels. Holy smoke. That is a nice beard on him.
It can't be easy every year, Tom, so.
Hey, you gotta hunt more than 30 minutes every once in a while, right?
Sometimes I just like to go get him sneaky, you know?
That's amazing. Thank you for going to get that guy.
Yeah. Well, when I heard him, I thought I heard him flopping and there were some geese up there or something.
That's what,
And,
when you went down the hill, we thought we heard flopping.
yeah. And he was still alive. He had tucked his head under and was laying under right up next to a rock. I went by him the first time, come back down, then you could get a better vantage point. And there he was.
Got a big old fan on him too.
It's thick in there.
I was glad you volunteered, I have to confess.
Yeah. Tom, it's a miracle, but we got him.
Tom got the kill and I got the video, so that's a half point each for me and the professor. Now it's time for us to get after our second birds. The professor is up first.
And that's how you do it. Tagged out, baby. Tagged out, Missouri. Again. Me and Dee come in here. It's raining. It's supposed to quit later in the day, so we just didn't want to get our camera gear wet, so we come here and got in the old box out in the middle of the field, and sure enough, the birds started to walk to the field, I guess, to dry out. So he come in here with 4 hens with him and called him up, tried to call the hens to me. It happened, man.
The professor gets back to within 1 with this soggy morning kill. Now I'm getting after my second bird, and it was chaos. Well, that was an absolute chaotic turkey hunt. Carrying my equipment through this creek, through a bunch of brush, through briars. It was really tough. So it was rewarding for it all to come together, but it almost didn't come together. That bird came in to 6 feet. He was strutting in. I had my scope on him, and I shouldn't have called at him to get his head up. I should have just shot him and took out the fan and everything else. But right when I called for him to stick his head up, he saw me and he moved right when I pulled the trigger. I thought I hit him that first shot, so I shot at him again, and I watched him fly into these woods behind me, and he hit a top of a tree and fell straight down. So I knew he was probably laying right there and be close, but he's laying right up here at the base of this tree, so I'm gonna go get him. If I didn't blow him to pieces, I would have probably mounted him, just because he's a good bird. My first bird actually here on the home farm. I've taken my boys and my dad to kill here, but this is the first time I've killed one, so pumped up. I'm gonna go get him cleaned up, and we'll have some turkey nuggets.
Banks Outdoors is the place that connects family.
Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah. That was unreal.
This is the place that connects friends.
Bro, you did it.
What a phenomenal story.
This is the place that brings excitement.
3, bro.
Most importantly, this is the place where memories are made.
Dad, I will never forget this moment.
Neither will I, buddy. Neither will I.
Why do I shoot in Indian Creek? He's deader than a hammer. Indian Creek once again.
The break is also brought to you by these fine sponsors.
So after that fiasco of a turkey hunt for my second bird, I was lucky enough to get my 2-point lead back headed into our last turkey hunt of the year. Myself, the professor, Craig Heiser, and Stuart Ruling from Indian Creek Shooting Systems are headed to Indiana to hunt with a college buddy of mine. Craig and I hit the road first thing in the morning. The professor stayed back with Stuart, who wanted one more crack at a big gobbler he's been chasing all spring. Stuart spots him in a field, and he's making a move on him.
All right, I got him. I just let him lead it out of that open. Wait.
That's why we shoot Indian Creek, buddy. Well, here he is. Old Indian Creek put him to the test this morning, and Just want to thank Stuart for letting me go along with you, man.
Hey, that's no problem. I've enjoyed having you. I've been on this bird for about 5 days, and he's been tough, and we finally got him this morning to commit a little bit. Had to do some little unorthodox tactics on him. He run us around the creek a couple different ways, and we finally got up on him and spotted him with a couple jakes and some hens, and we just cut him off, just let him come on in, and good ending to unbelievably tough season here in Missouri. No gobbling. This one gobbled quite a bit, and but he was henned up like most of them, and so just proud to get one down. Been hard 3 weeks for me.
Off to Indiana.
Here we go.
Stuart puts up a point on Joe's side of the board, and now they're headed to meet Craig and I in Indiana. With Stuart killing the Missouri bird this morning, we all now have a common goal. Get Stuart on an Indiana bird so he can kill 2 birds in 2 states in 1 day. So we all get to camp about the same time, and as we're unloading the trucks, we see a longbeard on the other end of the field next to camp. Stuart, here's your chance. Stuart did it. 2 birds in 2 states in 1 day. It's awesome. Oh, and did you happen to hear that other gobbler deeper in the woods?
Maybe he'll come up there, bro. Oh, there he is. I see him.
Dude,
I can't believe it.
I don't even know what to say. What a day.
The good Lord had blessed us.
Oh,
that's
by
for sure. I mean, there's no doubt. We been scouting the place, and we spotted a bird. And Joe said, "Let's go up there and see if we can get a move on him." And we got up to the spot, and he was gone. We started calling, and another one answered. So the one I'm holding came back out, and the one he's holding, we called him off the ridge after I shot this one. It was just an incredible
Just
hunt.
unbelievable.
Unbelievable is right. Again, Stuart kills 2 birds in 2 states in 1 day. Joe gets them on video and kills one for himself. And with that, Joe takes the lead in our contest. That also wraps up the win for the professor because I was blanked. And Joe is just piling on hunting with Craig.
I'm hunting with the professor this morning. I'm getting an education.
What a morning. What a bird. Tell you what, you go hunting with the professor, you better be ready to do anything. I mean anything. We're hunting barefooted. Let me see them socks. How come we barefooted, Craig? We had to cross the creek. Professor don't stop. We had to wade across the river. But when you can kill hooks like that, I guess that's why you get wet. What a hunt. Thanks, man. What a hunt. It's awesome. Congrats.